Right now, live at 5, a Barron County house fire claimed the lives of a man and 2 children. How the community is healing tonight. Plus, another round of severe weather is headed our way. Dave joins us with the latest forecast. But first,
an inside look at the damage caused during severe storms here at the Aiken County Fairgrounds coming up.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Briggs LaSavage. Kristen is off tonight. Yesterday's severe weather caused widespread damage across the Northland. In one community, high wind levels leveled several buildings and sent debris hundreds of feet away. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham takes us inside the Aiken County Fairgrounds and shows us how all this damage could put a beloved summer event in jeopardy.
Yesterday morning, these buildings behind me were intact. Yesterday evening, they'd been reduced to a pile of debris. Here at the Aiken County Fairgrounds, the damage is severe, but there's an element of hope and resilience in the air.
Last night, high winds came crashing through Aitkin. Those winds destroyed 3 buildings and damaged 7 at the fairgrounds. Debris could be found more than 100 yards away, some of it wrapped around trees and electrical poles. One storage building that housed several boats was leveled, leaving behind a concrete slab and some metal supports. The county's 133rd annual fair is scheduled for July 6, a little less than 8 weeks away. Despite the damage, Kirk Pazar with Aiken County believes they'll be ready to go for opening day, albeit without a few of their buildings.
Fairs are very resilient. We have a can-do attitude, and we're going to do it, and it will happen. Yeah, there's going to be some tweaks. You know, we can't replace this building here in a matter of about 6 or 7 weeks, but, you know, that's okay. We'll be making contingency plans for that.
As for the damages, they're still assessing the full cost, but insurance on the buildings should cover most, if not all, of the money.
In the meantime, Pazar says the main focus is clearing the debris and then assessing the damages so they can determine how to rebuild.
Thank you, Quinn. The fairgrounds will likely set up tents during this summer's fair to make up for the lost space. Pazar says they're also looking at the incident as an opportunity to improve their area. And take a look at this. Melting snow and heavy rains are combining to swell rivers and streams up the North Shore. This is the Cascade River at Highway 61 near Grand Marais. Brian Hansel shared this clip on social media, saying the river has filled its floodplain. He says if the water gets any higher, it will flood over the highway. Dave, not so good news for some of us with more rain on the way.
Yeah, more rain is on the way, and so flooding is a concern tonight. That's one of the alerts we have to talk about. So let's go to the map and talk about what's in effect right now. And a good portion of the region just 58 seconds ago saw a severe thunderstorm watch drop. That included parts of east central Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin. But folks in the UP, you still have a severe thunderstorm watch until 9 o'clock tonight. And even though we may not get severe thunderstorms as readily as last night, perhaps in that part of the world, well, we're still looking at a flood watch in Minnesota all the way through tomorrow morning. So indeed, the rivers by the North Shore and up towards the boundary waters, flood warning there from the melting snow and the heavy rains. We all have to be careful as we're traveling here tonight. We'll talk about how much rain we got here in just a little bit. I'll show a chart of some towns and their totals. But right now we go to the Doppler map to show that there is a line of thunderstorms working from roughly Floodwood over towards Cotton and heading into the wilderness, heading towards Brimson and working its way up to the northeast as well. Not strong enough to be considered severe, but it could be strong enough to shake you up if you're right under it. So be ready for it to approach your neck of the woods. Redevelopment is possible tonight for potentially severe storms, at least until about the midnight hour. Then things are going to start to calm down tomorrow, so we're not going to stay stormy forever. 60% shot for more tonight, but then mostly sunny on Friday. Looks like this batch of sunshine could be with us for a while. Good news to some, maybe not so for others. Either way, I'll show you the 7-day forecast and talk about a dry stretch that could be stretching out most next week.
Thanks, Dave. Today, Americans are confronting a number that once seemed inconceivable. The White House says 1 million people have now died from COVID in the U.S., and President Biden called it a tragic milestone and demanded further action to stop the pandemic. Natalie Brandt has the latest.
The White House flag flies at half-staff, marking a once unthinkable milestone. 1 million lives lost to COVID-19 in the U.S.
1 million empty chairs around the family dinner table.
Alexa Rivera's mother was one of those who died after contracting COVID.
We were unable to offer her comfort and let her know that she wasn't alone in this world.
Critical care doctor Joseph Barone has been on the front lines of the pandemic since the beginning.
I can tell you that the number of deaths that we would have been much more smaller if people just listened and did the right thing, if they had a little bit of common sense.
In recorded remarks to a virtual global COVID summit, President Biden announced the U.S. is sharing vaccine science that could help increase global production.
We're making available health technologies that are owned by the United States government.
Ahead of an expected COVID surge this fall or winter, President Biden is urging Congress to approve billions more dollars in coronavirus funding for testing, vaccines, and treatments. That funding has been caught up in a political fight over immigration policy, with Republican lawmakers pushing to extend the Trump-era health rule preventing migrants from seeking asylum during the pandemic. In the meantime, COVID infections are ticking higher.
What we're hoping for is that when the level comes down, it stays in a well-controlled level.
But world leaders say a well-controlled level will require expanding vaccines, tests, and treatments globally. A reminder at this tragic milestone that the pandemic is not yet over. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The president also announced at today's global COVID summit that the U.S. is launching a pilot program to help expand rapid testing and antiviral treatments in harder-to-reach areas around the world. Meanwhile, COVID is also still causing problems close to home. Cases are rising again in Itasca County. County health leaders say the spike is likely due to the highly contagious variant. In the last 3 weeks, the county has seen about 100 new cases of the virus, and officials say that does not include at-home rapid tests. Though current case counts are alarming, officials say there is some good news.
We have not had a death in over a month, and we have not seen that since the summer of 2021. So it's really been a long haul for us here in Itasca.
Kelly Chandler, the county's public health director, says a big worry is local hospitals becoming overwhelmed again. She says vaccinations and boosters are still widely available throughout the area. And a tragic story out of Barron, Wisconsin tonight, where a man and 2 kids died in a house fire. The 911 call came in around 3:30 this morning. Firefighters pulled a 6-year-old boy and a 5-year-old girl from the burning home. They were taken to the hospital where they died. Authorities found the 44-year-old man's body inside the home. A woman was able to get out, and first responders treated her injuries at the scene. Authorities are still investigating what caused that fire. The Barron County School District had counselors on hand today for anyone who needed help working through this tragedy. And coming up tonight, Superior Mayor Jim Payne will deliver his State of the City address in just about an hour. He's speaking at the old post office downtown starting at 6. That's where the city's new Development Association headquarters will be. We'll be live streaming that speech on our Facebook page, and we'll also have a recap tonight at 10. Still to come on Live at 5, summer is around the corner, and that means local parades are too. How you can help Hibbing celebrate their annual Jubilee, coming up in City by City.
I'm Carrie Harris, owner of Diabetic and Comfort Shoes. We have been in business in the Northland, helping you with your everyday foot problems stemming from diabetes to plantar fasciitis for the past 17 years. Stop in and see the complete line of men's and women's shoes, from SAS to Allegria to Vionic, for those millions of people battling plantar fasciitis. And we still have a great selection of comfortable shoes for diabetics, Medicare and Minnesota healthcare approved. Remember, no foot problem is too big or too small. We'll find the way to your soul.
Are you looking to be trained in a new career with plenty of room for advancement? Renewal by Anderson of the Lake Superior region is seeking skilled laborers, administrators, and detail-oriented individuals to expand their experience and work product knowledge. With paid training and a generous benefits package, including health and dental insurance, retirement match, 526 plan support, PTO, HRA, IRA plans, and much more. This is a company you'll love working for. Come join our team, stacked with experts in supportive leadership while enjoying a fun and welcoming work environment. Visit RBALakesuperiorCareers.com to apply today.
Here at Nicolay Law, we've been really fortunate to have people that have worked here for over a decade, to have people that are friends, to people that are family members, and that transfers over to a unique law firm, a law firm that wins for our clients because of that unique relationship, that connection, that dedication, that watching each other's back, and that everyone here wants to help each other, and more importantly, wants to help each other's clients.
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
New Duluth Auto is the Duluth used car dealer. We have plenty of makes and models to choose from. Nissan, Honda, Toyota. And we even carry multiple options of our most popular vehicle, the Subaru Forester. Large cargo space, all-wheel drive. What's not to love? We have a wide selection of vehicles priced under $20,000. To make these deals even sweeter, there's a 1 to 5 year warranty included on all vehicles. Give us a call, stop by, or view our inventory online at newduluthauto.net. Because here at New Duluth Auto, we are your Duluth used car dealer.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look at the annual Blessing of the Ports tonight. The Twin Ports Ministry of Seafarers is holding that event. Their group formed back in the late 1960s, serving as ministers to ships' crew members. Today, their goal is to lift up the shipping industry and highlight its importance to our region. Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. The City of Ironwood's composting site is now open, and a reminder from the DNR to report any violations you see during the fishing opener. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start things off in Hibbing tonight, where they're looking for an outstanding citizen. The Hibbing Jubilee will be held July 9th, and they need a parade grand marshal still. It can be a community leader, local advocate, a hero, or really anyone who has had a positive impact in Hibbing. You can nominate more than one person, too. We'll have a link to submit your ideas on our website. And next we head to Ironwood, where the composting site opened today. It will be open weekly, Thursday through Saturday, for residents and nearby visitors. The site takes leaves and other garden vegetation for free that will then be turned into compost for residents. Trees and brush will also be taken for a fee, which will depend on truck size. Those fees will be waived for the month of May. Compost tickets can be purchased at the city offices. And we wrap up in Minnesota tonight, where the DNR is encouraging anglers to help protect the state's fish resources. As we know, Minnesota's fishing opener is this weekend, and state leaders are hoping everyone follows regulations. You can do your part and download the MN Tip app. With it, you can anonymously report potential fish or other game violations right from your phone. The app is an extension of the Turn-In Poachers hotline. We'll have other ways you can report poaching and other violations on our website. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, a Duluth business treated first responders to a meal today. Their message of gratitude in just a few minutes.
After a heavy soaking rain yesterday, we got another round this afternoon. Half an inch of rain fell for our friends in Duluth up towards the airport area, and there's a chance for more coming across as the night goes on. We'll talk about the odds of potentially severe storms still coming through till about the midnight hour. Then tomorrow, a change in the weather for the better, according to some people. Maybe not for all. Anyway, I'll show you which way we're going to roll coming up after our break.
Hi, everyone. I'm Natalie Grant. I am so excited to be waking up with you every weekday from 5 to 7 right here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
Save big with Menards and get 11% off everything for your project. Spend less time maintaining your deck and more time relaxing with UltraDeck low-maintenance composite decking. We carry everything you'll need to complete your new deck project. It gives you the look of real wood without the upkeep and features a hidden fastening system for a clean, professional look. Get 11% off UltraDeck and everything in the store now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Not all internet is priced this good. Switch to Extreme and go super fast for as low as $19.99 a month for a year. Oh yeah. Hook up your home with powerful Wi-Fi, 99.99% reliability, and speeds that are FCC proven to be faster than advertised. Not all internet is priced this good. Switch today and get speeds starting at 100 meg for as low as $19.99 a month for a year. Call 844-EXTREME2 for details.
Hey neighbor, you switched to T-Mobile home internet yet? Trim your hedge. It's $50 a month with no price hikes. Bam! It runs on T-Mobile's wireless 5G network. So all you gotta do is plug in one cord.
T-Mobile 5G home internet. Just $50 a month. No price hikes, no hidden fees.
I did it. I switched to T-Mobile home internet and I am loving it.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Why didn't you tell me to switch earlier?
Get your news on the go. The CBS 3 mobile app.
Crazy damage here at the Aiken County Fairgrounds. How they're planning to be ready for this year's fair coming up.
We have seen back-to-back chances of severe weather, but coming up tonight, I break down how lightning forms and how you can stay safe during a lightning storm.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
CBS 3 weather is brought to you by Heritage Window and Door. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, let's talk about rain totals now. A lot of towns got a pretty good soaking, but not every town. So we'll zoom in and take a look at these numbers that come from the 4 cities in our region that the National Weather Service compiles climate data for. So yesterday and today, so far the Twin Ports, 1.48 inches of rain. Hibbing not too far behind at 1.41. Ashland got an inch straight up so far. And International Falls on the sidelines, really just a trace. And again, so far, because we still have perhaps another 6, 7, 8 hours worth of rain to come across before we can think about drying up tomorrow. And of course, there still is a chance for potential at least strong storms to redevelop around our region over those next 8 hours here. The latest storm outlook shows that for Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the UP, a lot of places are looking at least a slight chance for severe thunderstorms to develop. Once you get to the Brainerd Lakes area, it becomes more of an enhanced risk, and it's a moderate risk towards Fargo. So the farther west you go, the more trouble you could bump into tonight. And hopefully tomorrow, all the trouble goes away and things calm down. And I think they will for several days, which I'll show you on my 7-day forecast. But right now, we're getting a little bit of sun peeking out through the clouds at Duluth International Airport. But that doesn't mean we're out from under the gun here for strong storms tonight. They still could come back. Current temp 58, northeast wind 10, 87%. That's the relative humidity, 29.92 inches of mercury at the barometric pressure right in the middle there. So we could wobble either way. Clearing up tomorrow, yes, but we could recloud up tonight and kick out another round of those showers and storms that we've been talking about. Current temperatures, a little bit cool where the clouds are thicker. Yeah, we have the 50s in Minnesota, but where they start to get a little thinner, and then, of course, further to the south, 64 for Moose Lake, 79 Hinckley, 80 for Siren, 74 Hayward, and Watersmeet now dipped down to 59 degrees. Earlier today, they cracked into the 80s. So that big discrepancy in temperatures we've been talking about did exist today, with cool clashing with warm and helping to drive some thunderstorms that rumbled across our region this afternoon and are still rumbling across portions of Minnesota. So again, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, from Wawina and Floodwood and places like that over towards Canyon and Cotton and probably even up north close to Zim and Forbes, crossing the highway towards Melroot and maybe starting to get towards I'm thinking places like Fairbanks coming up here eventually too. feeling the brunt of these showers and storms. Not strong enough to be considered severe, but still could bring more rain, and that's why we're looking at flood watches here for northern Minnesota through tomorrow morning. We'll have to drive cautiously even if the storm chance goes away once we get into later on tonight. So this low pressure system should wrap itself up and get out of here by early tomorrow morning, allowing a high to get in and clear up our sky. And once it clears up, it's going to stay that way for a while. Here comes the 7-day tonight in Minnesota. Still a 60% chance for storms with lows generally in the 50s. Yeah, those are warm enough to be highs, huh? 50% storm chance for Wisconsin, Michigan. Lows anywhere from 48 by the lake to 68 in the UP. So it could actually warm up for some towns. Tomorrow's highs in Wisconsin, Michigan, 70 to 83 with mostly sunny skies. Mostly sunny for Minnesota with 60s by the lake and 70s inland. And that high, once it plops down upon us, is going to make itself at home. All the way through Tuesday, breaks mostly sunny sky from Friday through Tuesday. High temperatures don't stay in the 70s forever, though. After Saturday, we do fall back into the 60s, even 50s. But as you and Briggs, as you, Briggs, and Kristen always tell me, a little bit of sunshine goes a long way in making even brisker temperatures feel just marvelous.
Yeah, it sure does, and lifts people's attitudes along with it. So always happy to be out and about with the sun.
And we've received enough rain to hold us for a while. We can enjoy this without being too guilty about it.
We sure can. Thanks, Dave. People living in 2 Duluth neighborhoods can now apply for grants to clean up and improve their communities. The Love Your Block program encourages residents to clean up vacant or abandoned areas that have become an eyesore. They'll award grants of up to $1,500 to any volunteer-led projects in the Lincoln Park or Central Hillside neighborhoods. Applications are open until June, but before then, Love Your Block will hold information sessions for neighbors to brainstorm ideas and solutions. We have a link to those sessions and to apply on our website. A local business took some time today to say thank you to first responders. The Radisson Hotel held its 2nd annual Salute to Firefighters and Police Officers. The hotel welcomed area departments to come by and grab some lunch. Staff say the reactions from officers and firefighters makes it all worthwhile.
They're coming and saying, no, thank you. So it's really nice. It's nice to see the faces that are out on the streets protecting all of us. And from all different parts of Duluth.
Nancy Kilpo with the Radisson says it's been a tough couple of years, and a thank you for all their work is more important than ever. It's that time of the show now where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Range Regional Animal Rescue in Hibbing. This is Xena. She is a 3-year-old lab mix who is a sweetheart. Our friends at the shelter say maybe even too sweet, if that's even possible, as she likes to always be near her person. She loves other pets and gets along great with people of all ages, too. Just an all-around great snuggle buddy and a best friend. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Xena, you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, yesterday, nurses in Minnesota gathered to address the crisis of understaffing. Today, hundreds of nurses from across the country took that same message to the nation's capital. Hear from them after the break.
Now you can bring gorgeous, fresh, organic vegetables to your table in just 3 easy steps. Step 1, go to gardenmats.com. Step 2, use our garden planner to lay out your entire garden in order. Within days, garden mats are delivered from our factory right to your door. Step 3, lay the mats down according to your design and plant. After that, spend your summer trying to keep up with each other, not your weeds. Go to gardenmats.com today.
Dream it, build it, style it, accessorize it, and create your custom order for a Ford vehicle today. Plus, get an additional $500 bonus cash on top of all public offers and incentive protection, guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. For a limited time, get up to $1,500 retail order bonus cash on select vehicles. And thank you for making Ford the best-selling brand in the Twin Cities region.
Link RV is proud to provide our customers with the largest RV service facility in northern Wisconsin. With an enormous parts and accessories department and technicians with over 100 years of combined RV service experience, we'll keep you camping all season long. Link RV, where reputation is everything. Interstate Battery has the perfect battery to get you out on the water. Power up your summer with a battery you can depend on. Visit us today at 426 John Avenue in Superior or at your nearest Interstate Batteries dealer. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable.
Home Furniture supports our communities through a number of local charities. Hi, I'm Kyle Johansson. When we lost my grandmother to ovarian cancer, Home teamed up with MOCA to help find a cure. Every May, we take our support into the showrooms. Make a purchase at home and donate $10 to MOCA, and we'll give you an additional 10% off our sale prices.
It's a great time to buy something new for your home and help fund an early detection test for ovarian cancer.
Give $10 to MOCA, and we'll give you an extra 10% off the sale prices at home.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book. And as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free, for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-816-8219. That's 800-816-8219.
It's National Nurses Week, and today hundreds of them marched in Washington, D.C. to make their voices heard. Organizers say the goal is to promote unity and increase awareness on a range of issues, including fair wages and safe nurse-to-patient ratios. Skylar Henry reports from Washington.
Hundreds of nurses from across the United States came to Washington, D.C. to demand change.
We definitely want to be heard, for sure.
Participants are calling for fair wages without salary caps, an end to violence and discrimination against health workers, and safe nurse-to-patient ratio staffing.
As hospitals get pinched more and more, I feel like more care tasks get pushed onto nurses because we're just the ones at the bedside. The more workload you put on that, the fewer time we can devote to the things that really help keep patients safe.
The march comes the same day the White House is marking 1 million U.S. deaths from COVID-19.
We need change!
Nurses at Thursday's march say the pandemic accelerated an already growing nursing shortage in the U.S.
During that time, we lost, I think, probably 75% of our nurses. We would come home crying every night. It was terrible.
Maryland labor and delivery nurse Aviva joined the profession during the pandemic. She says conditions are getting better at her hospital now that there are fewer COVID patients. But other nurses at the event have this piece of advice for new nursing graduates.
Buckle up, it's going to be a rough few years.
The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics predicts the registered nurse field will grow 9% by 2030. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
In a survey from the American Association of Critical Care Nurses, 66% of respondents said their experiences during the pandemic have caused them to consider leaving the industry.
Here's what we're working on tonight. The desperation from parents as the baby formula shortage grows. The important warning from doctors about what not to do when rationing your supply. Plus, the political bombshell here in Washington as 5 GOP lawmakers are subpoenaed by the January 6th committee. And after a woman suffered a medical emergency behind the wheel, the incredible act of heroism from strangers who saved the day. That's all tonight on the CBS Evening News.
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. Don't fall behind in your child's routine care. Schedule a well child check today. Same-day appointments are available. Visit EssentiaHealth.org.
Rental cars are in high demand, but now there's another option. Rent a Toyota RAV4 or Sienna from Cary Toyota in Superior. Current models fill the rental fleet at competitive pricing. Rent for a single day or save with a weekly rental rate. Enjoy the reliability of Toyota on your next road trip. Unlimited mileage is automatically included when you rent a Cary Toyota in Superior. That's right, unlimited miles. You don't have to buy a new car to drive a new car. Call Carey Toyota in Superior to reserve your rental vehicle today. Voted best car dealer 22 times.
I'm Dr. Carly Edlund. I'm a pediatric hospitalist at St. Luke's. A pediatric hospitalist is a pediatric doctor who specializes in taking care of patients when they're in the hospital. My kids are pretty little. They like really anything we can do outside. Being a parent is really challenging, and you face questions every day that you had no idea were even going to be questions. Having kind of a fun and playful atmosphere is really important when you're working with kids, and to kind of help the kids feel a little bit more engaged and in control of what's going on around them, then they're able to have a better experience.
Looking for a new garage? Maybe a home or cabin shell? Call Economy Garages to make your visions a reality. With over 40 years experience and over 9,000 buildings built for your friends and neighbors, you can trust us to get the job done right.
Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
Cleaning your gutters is a pain, but ignoring them could ruin the value of your home. Gutter Helmet is the solution. Gutter Helmet has proven to be the best for over 40 years with our patented design that keeps debris out while allowing water to flow freely through your gutters. Choose the perfect color to blend with your home, and our certified technicians will install Gutter Helmet in less than a day. We guarantee performance with a triple lifetime warranty, and we have the reviews to prove it. Don't wait to secure the value of your home. Call Gutter Helmet today to never clean your gutters again.
Hi everyone, I'm Natalie Grant. I am so excited to be waking up with you every weekday from 5 to 7 right here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Thursday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. 10 at 5, we were in Aiken County today after severe weather tore through the county fairgrounds last night. Incredible aerial footage shows just how destructive those winds were. Despite 3 buildings being destroyed and 7 more damaged, leaders told us today they're confident the fair will go on later this summer. And tonight at 6, with the recent string of severe weather, including yesterday's intense lightning show, we hear from a local fire department about how you can stay safe and dispel some common safety myths. What experts want you to know tonight. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.